Hello, new me. This is Maxim Felix Kinobi. This is a new chapter. This is a new version of me. This is totally a new person that you're going to experience in this diary. Wait, I'm not talking to anyone. I'm talking to myself. Look, so yeah, it's been some days after the last diary. Yeah, it's been wow, it's been some hours, almost 72. No, not 72, more than that. More than 72, probably 80 or even 90 hours since I recorded the last diary. So, this is the new me. The physical me hasn't changed, however, this has changed a lot. I'm now quite a new person with a new perspective, with a new faith, with a new knowledge, with new, yeah, with a new brain. Yeah, the last brain, okay, it's the same brain anyway. It's the same physical, only the mind changed. Shift of mind, and that's when you'll experience another me. However, look, I don't know what to talk about today. I don't know what to talk about. Yeah, let me talk about the changes that I'm making in my life right now. Now, permanent changes. Changes that are going to revolutionize the old me, or even are going to transform the way of life of this Maxim Felix Kinobi. Okay, I'm trying to find the right words, only that I'm lacking them. Only look, yeah, I'm more right now working on myself so that I make sure that I have a strong personality, characteristics, and even very solid foundations of principles, backed up by backed up by backed up by strong beliefs, backed up by, it's a word that I'm looking for, however I'm lacking it. What's the word that I'm looking for? Yeah, backed up by a person of habits. You see, I have to be a person of habits, or even I have to establish habits so that I make sure I stick to them each and every day. It's what I do. Like, each and every day is what I do, and I stick to that for life. That is something that I have learned from stillness is the key. Stillness is the key. This is where you just get to learn how to stay still, or even, you see, the stillness is not only just a characteristics. You have to cultivate it. You have to find ways so that you can incorporate it in your life, and that will mean by several ways, many ways, so that you can get used to it. You see, our mind, the world is right now is just full of activities, many activities that you see. You have to learn how to stay still. You have to learn how to stay calm in this. How do I say this? There are many dynamics in this society, like many activities, many voices, many opinions out here, many, how do I say this? Trying to find the words. This is just chaos, total chaos. That, if you don't mind what is happening in your mind, remember, as a person, you have to filter things that are entering your mind, either the opinions, either the voices, or either the thoughts, either the what else will I describe for this? Yeah, you just have to stay in control of what is happening in your mind. And staying in the stillness kind of aligns you to achieving big. And achieving big means your head is straight. Okay, your head is, my hair started to grow anyway. Yeah, you have to stay straight, you have to stay true to yourself, you have to stay true to whatever you are doing, you have to stay true to your commitments, you have to stay, you basically your mind can only focus on one thing at a time. So that is what you are trying to cultivate, and this requires stillness, this requires calmness. Yeah, when you go back, when you start to analyze the whole point, the whole story of now the human beings were created. Now that is, we go back to the story of Adam and Eve. Now, what did Adam do? He sinned. He sinned and caused some sin to prevail in the world. That meant that he lost the purpose that was given to him by God, and that sort of created an imbalance. And you see, the judgment that he was given is that he was to die after a while, after living, after some time. Oh, after living, or even after existing is not a good one, but he will surely die at some point in his life after his. How do I say this? Adam was not born. He was created. Okay, after he came into existence, after he had life, after some time, could be years, could be minutes. Babies die minutes after after years, after months, after decades. You see, you will die. Okay. However, God really loved the human, the man. God really loved and still does love man. Now he had to make sure that these people are saved and they come back to him. Now, throughout the period between Adam and Jesus, you see, there was no salvation. However, it took that time so that Jesus could be sent, so that he can save the entire humankind. Now, I want you to analyze the patience of God. That is a virtue, by the way, that you should. But however, I'm not talking about it today. Look at the patience that God has. Now, he's trying to figure out, okay, I want to save this humankind. Right now, I don't have the answer. And now I require stillness and calmness so that they can figure out. Now, if you analyze this in this context, according to how I'm thinking, you will see that God is analyzing the situation. He is assessing the situation. He is assessing, okay, what is happening, by the way? What is the real problem? He is looking at the real problem that human has caused. Man has caused. Man has caused for himself. So he must. So, looking at the problem, now you look for stillness, and automatically, I don't know, this will just happen. The mind will just start to figure out. That is, if you spend your time in stillness and spend your time in collected, calm and collected, that's when you get an answer. Because definitely, the universe will always will give you answers to your problems, as long as you stay calm, you spend time in stillness. Otherwise, you won't be successful. By the way, you won't be you won't be you won't be successful in solving problems. And The other day I talked, okay, not I talked, I think I have read a lot of books about, a lot of self-help books. And certainly what stands out in all those books that I've read is that you should spend some time cleared, like you have locked your thoughts, you have locked out your thoughts, and definitely the challenges that you are having, you'll automatically starting to solve them, and it will actually be easy. And that's the best time that you could ever have to come up with brilliant ideas. Brilliant ideas come when you are in stillness, when you are calm, when you are still, when you are collected. That's when the best ideas come. Now you should note one thing. This is a culture that should be cultivated. By the way, I want to talk about, you know, what is this practice called? Meditation. Someone said, okay, I saw a video, was it yesterday or the other day? It might be yesterday or something. No, not yesterday. No, definitely not yesterday. So it was the day before yesterday. So someone is talking about spending time in stillness. And in that matter, he talked about how to relax. Okay, what am I talking about? Now, he said that you should slow your mind, and he was actually comparing how to. No, what am I even saying? What am I even saying? What am I even saying? Hey, I'm lacking words, Bana. I'm lacking words. Totally lacking words. Okay, let me let me let me end this first session first. It's 12 minutes, almost 13 minutes. Okay, let me end it here, and then so that's when you get calm and even collected, and you can even process things faster. Yeah, and so that you can get better to it, you have to practice it daily, each and every time, locking out your thoughts, and this will just save you big time. Whenever you are processing something, you are looking for answers, whenever you are just coming up with ideas. Yeah, and that is one of the habits that I'm going to cultivate from this point now. Now, have I talked about, okay, should I talk about Forex, or should I talk about this guy that I met the other day? Okay, look, let's start with I think Forex is an expounded matter. I'm going to talk about it, however, not in a, not in a, okay, let me continue. What am I talking about? I'm talking about what? Yeah, the friend that I met here the other day. See, did I talk about it on Saturday? I think I missed it out. So I started the challenge of trying to meet and create friendship with other people. Creating friendship with other people happened by divine means. You see, oh, I actually described it. I have just actually remembered that I mentioned someone in my Facebook account, and yeah, I made some friends. Now, I didn't specifically talk about the people that I met. Now, the first person that I met when I decided to do this, I met a girl called Diana. Is it Diana? Diana, I think Diana. Diana. Now, I came to learn that she's from Meru, okay? And from my interactions, whether she's birth number 2, which means it is compatible with the number 4. And I'm likely to get that she's life path 1 or even, I'm not sure, 3. It could be even the 2. However, there are signs that we are compatible. Now, outside of, you know what? I think I've settled for the right girl. I think she's the one. I have feelings. I have a strong feeling that she is the one. I have a very strong feeling that she's the one. You see, I don't know. I just feel it so far. However, I just don't know how to approach this. I asked her for a date yesterday. I don't know if she's going to accept or not, but I hope this she's God sent and she's the one, because I feel from a was it a 10 minutes? You know, I said that I'll be committing 3 minutes so that I can talk to people. This went for 10 minutes or even 15 minutes. I'm not sure, or even 20. I'm not sure really. By the way, that's the longest that I've interacted with the person. I have actually overachieved the target. Talking with a person for 10 minutes and over. Getting to just listen to her, and I see that she looks like Eunice, okay? In the last diary, I saw it that. And I kind of liked her vibe. And it sort of created I need to know this person more. Because when you get to know each other, I think it will be easier, or even it will be better. I don't know. I'm trying to compare. There's a reason why that day I was pressed to go out and interact with people, and that's sort of okay. If this is divine, see, that means that the person that I met in that day, I met 3 people, okay, 3 or 4. Okay, there's a girl that I met at night. However, I didn't talk much. Just said hi, nonsense. Okay, you know, this the girls who are actually very nonchalant. I think I have to change now my approach on how I approach girls. Be weird, be wild, act crazy. I think that's what will attract the eyeballs. Don't remain like, okay, you know, there's a way that boys approach girls. Hi. Okay, that's sort of that's too ordinary. That's too ordinary, and you should just be a different, create a different taste. Right now, I'm trying to figure out, or even trying to think, what other way can I approach girls in the same way, but in another different format, and it should appear crazy. It should appear crazy, wild, and eye-catching, interesting, and I will draw eyeballs on me, okay? And in that manner, someone will not forget you at all. So, how would I do this? I don't have an answer. However, I'm going to figure out how crazy can I be so that I can catch up an eyeball instantly, and so that someone wouldn't just, okay, we just met, we just created a friendship the other day. Okay, I just met you this minute. How will I make sure that you don't forget me for the next, I don't know, you'll still be in your mind. Okay, you still keep me in your mind for the next several months, or even to some years. That will have created what will it have created? It will have created an impression on the one and that is definitely going to impress the person. Okay, you should note that. However, I don't know how to do this. I just need to meet weird people. But for me to meet me weird people, even to have friends with weird friends, I must be weird myself, which is now what I'm looking for, what I'm now cultivating. Be weird, act crazy, act wild. I really need this. I actually made a post right now for Facebook. I need tutorials on how to act crazy. And I think yesterday I saw a video and I think it awakened me. It reminded me of this video that I saw there. Few months ago. On how to act crazy with your dreams. Act crazy. Act as if you are a robot. You don't have feelings. Oh, I've gotten the answer now. Actually, as if you don't have any. However, I must look for psychological ways to impress people. I'm going to impress. I'm going to impress. Okay, I'm going to find out. And I'm going to explain how I'm going to do it in one of the diaries. Yeah. And you see, that will be my happiest moment because I'll have created something. I'll have achieved something that no one else has. Right now, I'm trying to cover new grounds. I'm trying to explore new grounds. You know, that characteristic that I have about exploring. You know, I'm kinda explore, not that extreme, not even that. You see, there are people who are just like that naturally. They will just explore. They want to explore. I'm one of them. However, mine is mild, and it's because of the year that I was born. The year I was born means um how do I say this? I'm kind of explorative. I was born in 2003. If you add 2 and 3, that will result to 5. 5 gives me that characteristics of I just want to explore. But however, it's very mild. But mine that is very dormant is 4 and 1. 1 is actually the main one. That's 1. 4, I see it when I'm doing things. I'm a person of order. The person of order is Life Path 4. And who loves peace? Oh, have I said this? I need to talk about this first before I get into Forex. Oh, no, there's something there's one thing that you can do that will just make me angry in some ways. One, if you intrude my space and my privacy. Those two things, oh bro, actually you better do anything else. You better commit any crime against me, and yeah, you do anything, but don't do to that one thing. Don't intrude my space. Don't intrude my privacy. So someone had my I don't know how they knew it because I did show them. Someone had my screen pattern, and when I was asleep, someone took my phone, got into my phone, started using the camera and the activities. Now, if you ever do a crime, and as a cybersecurity analyst, but then I stopped taking that course. I stopped it midway as a junior what? Junior what? Yeah, junior ethical hacker. I sort of okay. This is the impression that I usually have. Whenever you are committing a crime, a cybersecurity crime, make sure that you are so good at deleting the steps that no one will find out. Now, someone forgot about that rule. Whenever you intrude a system, make sure you hide the footsteps. Now, someone got into my phone, calmly and confidently used my phone with my authorization. No. There's something that is unique about me. Me, I'm a simple-minded guy. I just want you to ask me how if I can use your phone. I'll tell you yes, because definitely I want to tell you no, because there's nothing that I'll be hiding in my phone. Now, yes or no, okay? Or if you do it, make sure that you tell me after that you have used my phone, okay? I honestly, frankly won't have any issue if you just tell me that you have used it. You don't need to do much. Yeah, you don't need to do much. You even don't need to lie, or even shut up. The only problem that I have is just not communicating. I think communicating to me is just a thing. It's an important aspect that I respect it so much, and I tend to apply this all the time. In anyone that I'm relating with. I think I find okay. So I think I'm going to fix my communication issue. Communication with other people. I think I don't do it. What to the standards that you see. The universe gives what you give. The universe gives out or returns back what you give it to it. I think I need to now fix my communication. Tell people, bro, sister, brother, if you do this, please make sure that you inform me. Just make sure that I'm informed. Don't do things in the dark and just keep quiet about it. If you don't tell me, I'll be angry now with you. I'll be totally angry with you. So that is what happened. Someone got into my phone, used the camera, guy, forgot to delete the photos. You see the challenge. You see the problem. You have to be very cautious. Okay, as I've said, I'm a very simple-minded guy. I'm a very simple-minded person. I'm a very simple human being. You tell me, and that's it. Just make sure that I am aware of that. Don't do things in the dark. Okay, but I think now I need to work on myself first, so that my communication, I think it has been off. The reason they don't tell me is that I also don't tell them. Okay, I'll find a way to talk to them. So forgot about this, and someone. So I think I must have slept at about 8, and I woke up at almost, was it, or even at 11. I think the roommate was just talking to this girl they usually talk about, and they started to laugh, and very loudly, for that matter. That certainly woke me up. So waking me up means that I have to. Okay, I just can't stay like you just can't stay like that. Listening to the conversation, you must get yourself busy. So I took my phone, get into files, and when you open the files by Google, that app by Google called Files, there's a way when you open it. It gives you the general. It gives an overview of of your recent files. Okay. Australia, we face the wind. So it gives you sort of an overview of the files, and Immediately I just had the first look on the files. I was like, wait, those, I usually know the files that I'm interacting with, and unconsciously I have a picture of what I'm supposed to expect on the files nini. However, on this at this time I was like, wait, these are very new pictures. I didn't take these pictures in the last nini. I don't remember any activity, or even I don't remember any pictures that I installed or even downloaded on. Actually, I was not interacting with Facebook when I was in my silent moment, so that means it could be WhatsApp. I decided to find out. Okay, wait, what are these pictures? They were actually very unique pictures. I don't know where they got from. I decided, okay, let me find out, and I'll come up with a conclusion. I was like, okay, sawa. Now, TikTok, what it does is it saves pictures in the DCIM or even in the camera. Whenever you download a video from TikTok, it will go to the camera folder. Okay. I was like, okay, did I interact with TikTok some few minutes ago? I Not that I can remember, not that I can recall. Okay, not that I can recall. Okay, I decided, okay, so fine. I might not have this, but I might not have downloaded the videos. However, let me just try to find out. I go to the details of one of the pictures. There were several, about, I don't know, 6 or 7 pictures. I was like, okay, fine. Let me take this moment and download. Let me try to go back and see where these photos came from. I looked at the details, and I saw the time was 23, I don't know, or even 22, I don't know, I just can't remember. So the time for the pictures are being traced when I was asleep. Okay, someone used my phone. Now I was like, okay, really? Camera. So that means someone has my password and took the photo. In the conversation while they were ending that call, I heard that they had them talking about the pictures that she had sent to him. I was like, okay, I think that's what they were talking about. These pictures that they have taken. I was like, guy, so you took my phone. I actually ignored it, and immediately after I actually set up Safaricom. Please, really, what to come umeme? So see, look at this. Listen to this. I was kind of okay. I decided, okay, you know what? I actually heard him say shit. I think he just remembered that, okay, I didn't delete the photos. That means he was doing things in secret. He didn't want me to know. If he could have deleted, I couldn't have known. And this before that, let me actually talk about some few days before this happened, and I'll ultimately come to a conclusion. Me, I'm going to I'm going to rent another home, another house around, because I think I need some privacy now. Again, I think there's a reason why they came, so that they can give me pressure and I can work so hard to earn my own money so that I can live in my own place. So yeah, that is what happened. Where was I? So he said shit. I was like, okay, so you have known. He really wanted to do things in secret, knowing that I wouldn't know. Okay, fine. And I had taken some measures to safeguard my phone. Usually, my phone was used to staying idle for the longest time. Like it could stay idle for the whole day, for 2 days, for 3 days. I hadn't put a limit on how the screen time, how there's a way when you use a phone, it stays idle, like the screen is up. Now I hadn't set time for that to be nini, just some few days, and to know that my conscience is actually very, tells me a lot, and whatever is happening in my environment I usually know. Even the tiniest detail I will definitely know. So I put her at time, I think 3 minutes or even 5 minutes. I set this up, and so that I make sure that if I leave my screen like that, it will just turn off in just 5 minutes. So in that 5 minutes, yeah, that will have protected my privacy and even my. Remember, the goal is my privacy. I said, okay, so let me do this. I think I just felt the need to do that. I don't know where that thought came from. However, I just did it. Now, a couple of days later, I was like, you know what? Let me change my pattern. I don't know. It just feels not that I had known that he knows my pattern, but I think I just unconsciously. By the I not with bad intentions or even not with any intentions. That's the point. Not with any intentions. I did this. I just decided, let me just change my pattern. Now, someone learned of my new pattern. My new pattern of unlocking my phone. I was like, I think that's when I knew that someone else has my pattern. I was like, okay, it's good to have my pattern. That's good actually. I don't have issue with it. However, I don't get into my phone without getting me aware. And I just waited. I said, okay, you know what? He has known the pattern. He has known his mistakes. Now, I will wait until tomorrow, and he'll be able to tell me what he had done. Maybe he will apologize. I said, okay, maybe he was curious. Maybe he decided to use my phone. There's a way you can use someone else's um, um, item from I don't know. It's just from someone else's. Yeah, unconsciously, but you won't tell me them, and you just will forget. So I decided. After that, I noted the stress, the tension that he had, even after going to sleep. It's like I've done a mistake. And I decided let me wait until tomorrow, and then we have a talk. As a bro to bro, communicate. I expect you to say your mistake, and I just apologize. For me, actually, to be over, that will be it. That will be it. Like me, okay. Me, if I how do I say this? If I do a wrong thing to you, I'll definitely apologize, because I know this will continue to haunt me until it's until I'm tired of this of it. I said, okay, you know what? Let me wait until tomorrow and hear what he'll say. I didn't get a response. I think when you're fasting, you get a lot of temptations. Anyway, I just ignored. I just assumed that he was just curious and he was in need of that. I decided to just ignore it. Actually, I don't have any problem. The problem is he didn't tell me. He didn't tell me. And from that point, I think he has now learned to keep some distance. Yesterday, yesterday, um, I looked. Not yesterday. I looked. Yesterday, I bought some eggs and boiled them. Yeah, wholesome. Like I just boiled them wholesome. I bought two and one avocado and ate one, left the other while he was in the room. I was like, okay, let me go to other activities and do the rest and do what is expected of me. I decided, let me go then do my activities and then come back to see if he'll. Okay, I don't know. I was not testing. Have I noted this? When I left the egg, he didn't eat it. Now, I just can't leave food there, knowing that it's mine. It's not my, like, it's mine. I won't leave it. I will eat it, definitely eat it. But for this case, I noted that he didn't eat it. I bought an avocado, cut it into a piece. Later, like that is some later, some hours later, even 2 hours. I don't know. I noticed that he didn't cut the avocado that I had brought. I was like, okay, I think this is a lesson that you have learned from my previous Nini, and it's good that way that you keep some. We keep some. I don't know how do I say this, privacy. He respects my personal things, because that way we live in harmony and we won't intrude into other people's spaces. Me being, by the way, he's life path 11 and he's a 6 also, birth 6, so which means that he expresses more of 6 than 11. Much as he's 11, 11 means that you are more of a spiritual person. However, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about I don't know, why do people fear talking to me? Why do people I think it's something that I'm coming into it's something that I'm trying to analyze right now. Why don't people talk to me like openly? So it means that I am not that I am the problem. Not it's only that for me I don't put it so well and so openly that the other party can also share the what's in their mind, what's in their heart. I only have one problem. What you just don't communicate. That's it. Me won't have issues. I have a car. You take and use it. Just make sure that you tell me before or after. You don't actually need to ask me if you need to take it or not. Just inform me that you are taking your car. That's it. Don't ask me. Me, when I even have a car and my kids will just try out my just tell me mimi hata sitaki uniulize kama unataka, just take the car, okay? You have all the permissions because it's there to, the car is there to be used, the phone is there to be used, any item that belongs to be that. If you are living in with some people, you can freely use, except things that I've just put restrictions on. There are things that I can tell you, oh, bro, sister, my daughter, my son, please don't use that thing. Don't touch that thing. My wife, don't touch that thing. That thing, I'm the only one who's in it. This room, I'm the only one who is supposed to access it. Don't access it until you have my permissions. However, other things, fine. I actually don't ask. Just use them. But just make sure that you tell me before or even after using. Now, until now, I haven't gotten any response or even I haven't gotten any feedback. Someone hasn't communicated, so I just assumed someone was just curious and needed to use it. Anyway, it's just a light thing. I'm not taking it that mean, because they really haven't intruded my space in a way that will make me angry. Me, the things that will make me angry is those ones when you don't communicate and when you don't when you don't communicate. That's the only issue that I have. Tell me you are going to do this. Tell me sorry that you have done this. That's it. Maybe I don't have issues with whatever with your actions. That's it. Yeah. You see how simple I am. I don't know why people don't understand me. Tell me you have done this, and I won't have issues. I will understand. I will try to understand and try to put myself in your shoes. Okay. Now, so what are my plans? I am moving out. Seriously, on a serious note, I'm moving out. And now I'm going to settle on a room or even in an apartment where there is Wi-Fi called Lightspeed. Remember, this Wi-Fi is very reliable. It's actually very cheaper than Truth. Truth, on the other hand, is actually how can I say this? Truth is chaos. Truth Wi-Fi is just the speeds sometimes are just low. And considering that I'm getting into Forex, that will mean that I will need fast internet. Fast, reliable, and affordable internet. Now, how do I achieve this? Going to an apartment that has light speed. I don't want Truth Wi-Fi. Honestly, I don't. Now, plus, the plot that I'm living in, it has this occurring issues with the electricity. Whenever it rains, the electricity decides to run away. Now, do I want to deal with that? And remember, I'm using a computer. No, I don't want to use that. I want to learn Forex in the basics. Trade with my demo account. Trade with my... So get to learn the basics. I even don't know how to open a trade. However, today I'm going to learn how to open a trade. See, there's a reason why Ben came into my life, to show me that I have some special gift and abilities in my life about Forex. Yeah, confirmed that I have no doubt. Yeah, I have special abilities in reading numbers and even reading patterns in Forex. Okay, now that requires stable electricity flow and fast and reliable internet. The plot that I'm living in, it's not offering that. And you see, I also have another push. I have another pressure. I also want to protect now my space. I want to protect my peace. Okay, my peace, because wow, if I tell you that I wake up every morning because someone has just opened their TikTok app to just watch some very noisy videos. They are just wow. I usually wake up. I don't know, man. I don't know how to communicate this. I'll tell them. Okay, I won't tell them. Plus, it's their internet. I don't know how to tell them. It's something that I'm trying to, yeah. So to avoid all this stress, I have to look for my own apartment, my own room. I live according to my rules. There's peace, because me, I'm not a regular user. Okay, I'm a regular user of TikTok. However, you will not find me scrolling each and every time. I don't want that noise, really. Honestly, I don't. So, yeah, keep it to yourself. And so that I can achieve that, I need now to go into my room. Now, I won't worry about the rent. God will take care of the worry. I won't fear about where I'm going to get the rent. I don't know. However, today and even to I don't know, to Thursday, I'm going to be exploring a couple of plots or even apartments around so that I can have a look. However, my indication is the right indication for the right apartment is that it should have light speed Wi-Fi, very strong, and I'll settle for that. That will be good with me. Confidently, I can say this confidently. That will be good with me. I just need to figure out the best location. I want somewhere silent. Remember my peace, very important. I need that one, and I need um, peace, stability, and I don't care about the mud. It usually rains, but I'm not care. I don't care about the mud. However, I care about the accessibility. The rent, I have said that I won't worry about the rent. Me, I go ask out the rent. God, the rest, God will just help me figure out where I'll get the money. Right now, I'm working. I don't know. I don't want to say this, but right now, I'm looking just for ways to make sure that I get something moving somewhere. Okay. Now, that's that. That's that. I think I'm done. I think I'm done. I have talked about forex. I have something in this, and this needs resources and time so that I can figure. Okay, what am I good at? Yeah, and I'm going to actually start my first trade today with my demo account. All right. I think I'm done with this diary. I didn't wanted to update this. Right now, I'm working on my personal. My good. Oh, I sat on my book on my notebook. So I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to be planning my habits. After settling, I'll be having a habit, doing things in a habitual way. I do this after this. After this, I do this. After this, I do this. After this, I do this. All in one day. I'm trying to program my day so that I make sure that I get into habit, and habits are very important. Now it's now 40 minutes plus 12 minutes. That's about 52 minutes. I've talked 52 minutes straight. I had no I had no but I had nothing to talk about today. But then when I was starting the first minute, I didn't have something to talk about. However, nonetheless, 52 minutes are done. So let me end it here. Today I'm going to look for an apartment. Yeah, right now I'm operating my there's one fear that I have. Someone saw one of the diaries that I usually do. Actually, that's the only fear that I have. The only fear that I have. Someone just went through my diaries. They got into YouTube and see, when I talk about someone had access to my pattern and took camera photos with them, it will mean that someone had the same pattern and got into my phone and explored what was in there. I just have fears that someone just saw something that is so sensitive that it will make me uncomfortable. See, living with life past 6 is actually a problem, and I don't know how this happens, but fortunately or unfortunately, they are always in my life, starting with my former girlfriend. Now this one. Look at now my mom. I don't know. Although my mom doesn't display that, she's not a life path 6, but I have a strong feeling that she is. If I calculate her life path, she's life path 1. And I have reasons to believe that she was life path 6. because the date of birth that is on her identification card is not, it's not her true nini, because no one knew when she was born. Okay, the right moment, the right time, okay, the right date that she was born. So it was just a guesswork. And when I calculate it is life path 1. Life path 1, it's good, but it displays 6, and the universe can't just lie. Got into a relationship. Anyway, I think I should talk about this some other time. About her life path. I just have here. I don't know why I have this insights that she's just like, she was meant to be life path 6. Unfortunately, ended up to be 1. Oh, fortunately, I don't know. These things happen for a reason. Fortunately, ended up to be a life path 1. Yeah. So yeah, let me end it here. Because I think I have many things to talk about, only that I don't want to talk about them today. Anyway, I'll have another talk tomorrow. Yeah, there's no school activity that is happening in Moi right now, so people are going back to home, at home. I don't know why. I just hope that I was to talk about Diana, the girl that I was talking about. I think I vibed with her. I don't know if she's going to accept the date. However, I'm going to try as much as possible. I don't know. I'm going to ask God if they are supposed to be in my life. However, I have reasons to believe that she is supposed to be in my life. Anyway, let me end it here. I remember, if it can be shaken, it can be moved. I think I'm going to process this in 150 pixels, or even 150, so that it takes less storage. I have 11 GB, but it's not enough. Doing 50 minutes is consumes about 11 okay, consumes about 11 GB. 11 GB for now InShot to process that. That would mean about 12 GB. So I'll compress this in less pixels, so that it consumes less storage. Anyway, remember, if it can be shaken, it can be moved. Until tomorrow, this is Maxim Felix. Adios.